cold. Pen warm, the street forgets to breathe. Say less. Thunder waits outside the door, leaves his temper on the floor. I don't posture, don't persuade, I remove the need to raid. Neon narrows, voices thin, boots heels learn a quieter spin. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real.
Gentleman of the moonlit gate
Opens calm, corrects the way.
Call me,
Bossed by what I hear,
call me.
caged by what I see.
Under moonlight,
Truth turns real,
breathe once,
sign once.
last deal.
Paper warms beneath my palm, storms remember how to calm. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out. Every boast becomes a bill, silence keeps the balance still. Power is the breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Mercy first, then iron will. That's the craft of keeping still. Steady, hold,
Step slow,
speak plain,
one breath.
sign clean.
Gentleman of the moonlit gate.
Room grows true, hearts calibrate.
If there's the heat,
I cool this blade, leave the night a kind of shade.
gentleman of the moonlit gate.
Not command to moderate.
If you're true,
You'll walk out light,
if you're not,
learn gentler night. Seal goes down, done.
be well. You know better. You know better. You know better.
Moon skims chrome, the block inhales. Neon trims its ragged roar, boots heels count a cleaner floor. I don't bargain, don't perform, I redraw the shape of storm. Threats arrive in painted pride, leaving great when I decide.
No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed.
Moonlit crown,
No witness,
quality law with perfect fitness. Call me boss by what I hear, call me king by what I see. Under moonlight,
truth turns real,
breathe one sign.
once last year.
Paper warms beneath my hand, thunder learns a smaller span. Every boast becomes a bill, silence keeps the balance still. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out.
Power is the breath you save,
Not the wave you make behave.
mercy first, then iron will.
That's the craft of keeping still.
Steady hold,
Lamp low, one line, speak plain, sign clean.
moonlit crown. No witness, room turns true, hearts corrective. If there's heat, I cool its blade, leave the night a kind of shade. Moonlit crown. No witness, that command definitive. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're
park forgets, the alley keeps a vow. Say let's. Neon trims his jagged grin, boots heels trade for measured spin. I don't posture, don't explain, I remove the need for pain. Threats arrive in painted pride, leaving gray when I decide.
No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Low moon arbitration, quiet law restoration. Call me boss by what I heal, call me king by what I seal. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe one, sign one's last deal. Paper warms beneath my hands, storms remember where to land. Every boast becomes a bill, silence keeps the balance still. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out. Power is the breath you save,
Not the wave you make behave.
mercy first then iron will.
That's the craft of keeping still.
Steady hope,
Lamb low,
one line,
speak plain.
sign clean. Low moon arbitration, room turns true, heart's correction. If there's heat, I cool its blade, leave the night a kind of shade. Low moon arbitration, mad command, no ovation. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night.
Seal drops one, Snyder. Headlights mirror, the moon lays dust on chrome. Say less. Neon tries to stage a case, boots heels headed down the pace. I don't posture, don't compete, I remove the fevered beat. Rumors fold like paper knives, smoke retreads the crooked lies.
No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed.
Ground in the moon's dust, mad and real, quiet weight the streets can't feel. Call me boss by what I heal, call me king by what I seal. On the moonlight, truth turns steel. Breathe one, sigh once, last deal.
Paper warms beneath my hand,
Thunder learns a smaller span,
every boast becomes a bill.
silence keeps the balance still.
Wear your crown without a shout,
Stand up clean or walk out.
power is the breath you save,
Not the wave you make behave.
mercy first then iron will.
That's the craft of keeping still.
Steady hope,
Lamb low,
one line,
speak plain.
sign clean.
Crown in the moon's dust, soft command levels out the broken land. If there's heat, I cool its blade, leave the night a kind of
Down
shade.
in the moon's dust, moonlit oath that earns our trust. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night.
Keys click once, it turns clear. Neon trims its ragged edge, booth heels pause at mercy's ledge. I don't bargain, don't parade, I remove the need for a blade. Rumors fold
feel, only what your bones call real.
Monarch of the silver quiet, cool the heat on the riot. Call me boss by what I heal, call me king by what I see. On the moonlight, truth turns steel. Breathe once, sign once, last deal.
Paper warms beneath my hand.
Thunder learns a smaller span. I don't chase a glitter throne, I prefer a truer tone.
Wear your crown without a shout.
Stand up clean or walk out.
Power is the breath you save,
Not the wave you make behave.
mercy first, then iron will.
That's the craft of keeping still.
Steady hold.
Lamb low, one line, speak plain.
Shine clean.
Monarch of the silver quiet, room grows true, hearts comply. If there's heat, I cool its blade, leave the night a kind of shade. Monarch of the silver quiet, moonlit oath, no need to try it. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn Gentleman Noir. Keys click once, air turns clear. Low.
Night shakes off his noisy cold. Say less. Silk tie rules, a quiet thread. Name goes soft, loud words go dead. I don't bargain, I don't plead. I collect on simple creed. No parade, no borrowed crown, just a wave that cools the town. Gentleman mafia, calm and clean, deals in hush, never seen. If you came in true, you'll heal. If you didn't, that's a deal. Gentleman mafia, steady your hands, write the law without demands. Neon blinks, the room stands straight, tempers lose their fevered way. I don't push, I let it be. Gravity does work for me. Power is a noise of flame, it's a spine behind your name. Oh, oh, Gentleman mafia, calm and cool. Gentleman mafia, ooh. Gentleman mafia, calm and clean. Gentleman mafia, Keys click once, the city breathes dead. Curtain side, the ice glass rings. Whispers try to buy their way. I just let the minutes say every favor, every day finds its balance where we sit. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. At the last table in the back, we don't threaten, we don't crack. Say your piece and keep it plain. Leave with honor, lose the pain. At the last table in the back, quiet signs, the noise grows slack. Rumors fade like cheap cologne. Dignity walks home alone. I don't sell a louder throne, I prefer a truer tone. Moon keeps time above the glass. Write your name and let it pass. And the last table in the back, the last table in the back, the last table in the back, the last table in the back. Coat on, door soft, paid in full. Streetlight silver, steady breath. I don't chase your flashing crowns, I decline the circus rounds. Rules are simple, keep it straight. Pay respect and show up late. No display, no desperate shout, just the courage to walk out. Black suit coat, stitch by stitch. Cheaper thunder makes you twitch. We don't bluff, we balance weight. Leave the room a kind of state. Black suit coat, nothing loud. Stand up clean, make your vow. Every boast becomes a bill. Smoke remembers what you spill. When the music starts to slow, truth is all you're left to hold. If you want a lasting name, trade your rage for better flame. Black suit coat, black suit coat, black suit coat. One night lights dim, carry on. Witness eyes, you came in with restless heat. I poured water at your feet, not to shame but cool your hands, so you'd walk a steady land. No receipt for mercy's art, only weight that lifts a heart. Moonlit favor, quiet, clear. No one owes but all draw near. Keep it honest, keep it small. That's the might that rules us all. Moonlit favor, soft decree. What you spare will set you free. Neon bruises fade to blue. Breath returns, the floor feels true. I don't bargain, I forgive. Let the better story live. Call it mafia if you must. Here it's simply spine and trust. Black suit coat, black suit coat, black suit coat. Steps grow light, the street says thanks. Paper warm, a nameless pen. Every spark that tried to brag left its signature in ash. I don't need to lift a flag, I just read what moments stash. No revenge, no petty show, only what the hours know. In the smoke let your debts appear, not in anger, crystal clear. Paying truth or paying loss, either way you meet the cost. Smoke ledger, soft and plain. Signing breath, step out with gain. Laughter finds a gentle key. Clocks remember dignity. I don't press a fearful hand, I invite it back to stand. Power is the held back word, louder than the ones you heard. Smoke ledger. Pass a quick. Pass a quick. Pass a quick. Seal goes down, night is square. Velvet door and quiet floor, crowns that glitter love a crowd. Mine prefers to make no sound. You won't see it, you will feel. By the way, the rough turns real. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Crown without applause, balanced by a truer cause. If you're brave enough to stay, leave your thunder, learn the way. Crown without applause, mercy first, then even laws. Tempers cool and faces lift, pride unclenches, simple gift. I don't claim a gilded seat, I just make the room complete. Being feared is quick and small, being trusted moves us all. Crown without applause, doors I shut. Peace remains. Doors I shut. Footsteps fold into the rain. We don't wear our stories loud, we don't need a cheering crowd. Every hand knows when to stop, every voice can let it drop. No bravado, no charade, only craft and how we're made. We are the quiet crew, doing what the loud can't do. Turning red to breathing blue, leaving rooms aligned and true. Quiet crew, a calmer brand, stronger hearts and open hands. When the fever hits the floor, we don't measure, more with more. We reduce, refine, release, till the worst can find its peace. Call it mafia, if you will. We call it discipline and will. The quiet priest. Quiet crew. The quiet crew. Quiet crew. Gold crash fade, ropes go slack. You arrive with painted tails, I arrive with wind and sails. All that weight you couldn't hide drifts away with changing tide. No confession, no defense, only cleaner common sense. Harbor of no lies, where the boast and smoke just dies. Anchor down and breathe it through. Be the storm you thought was you. Harbor of no lies, simple rules, open skies. We don't crown a louder king, we just fix the broken ring. Take your oath and make it plain. Walk back home through honest rain. Power that can help you stand is the only power grand. Harbor of no lies, quiet crew. Quiet crew. Quiet crew. Quiet crew. Curtain shade, a velvet note. Not a wall, just shifted air. Not a shove, just clean the care. Step away from hurt and haste. Step toward what isn't waste. No humiliation here, only boundaries that are clear. Velvet in a dick, gentle band, stops a harm, saves a man. If you listen, you can stay. If you don't, we fold the day. Velvet in a dick, quiet art, part of fist, keep the heart. Crowns that press or lace crack. Crowns that bless can carry back. I don't rule by fear and spite, I just turn the wrong from right. This is how the mafia heals, by the peace that justice feels. Velvet in a dick. We don't trade in fireworks, we restore where chaos lurks. Step by step, we cool the steel, till the city learns to feel. No display, no fever spin, only discipline within. Low flame syndicate, turning rage to something great. If you need a place to breathe, drop the mask and let it leave. Low flame syndicate, where the hot stones radiate. Mercy first, then reckon fair. We distribute it with care. If you paid and kept it true, night will open up for you. Call it mafia by name, tent, the kind of flame low flames syndicate. Such things will disappear. Don't such things will disappear. Fog like linen over piling, a lantern draws a rain, say left. Storms arriving, painted red, waterways each hurried step. I don't shout or raise a hand, I re-level sea and sand. Boot heels learn a patient beat, names turn true beneath my feet. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Harbor moonlit, calm and clean, law you feel not often seen. Call me boss by what I hear, call me king by what I see. Under moonlight truth turns real, breathe once, sign once, last deal. Ropes asleep and crates at peace, rumors loose and tempers cease. I don't bargain with your pride, I just cool the copper tide. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out. Power is the breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Mercy first, then iron will, that's the craft of keeping still. Steady, hold, peer, hush, paper still. 1-0, sign clean. Harbor moon it is, soft steel light. If there's heat, I cool it right. Smoke bears witness, sinks the seal. Room remembers how to feel. Harbor moon it is, mad and true. Moonlit law that carries you. If you're real, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night. Lines run true, ties say rest. Tide hold still, moon paint sign on the pier, say left. Storms arrive with painted pride, waterways that shout inside. I don't threaten, don't cajole, I remove the overload. Boots heels learn a patient beat, smoke records the hard receipt. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed.
Moonbound, boss decree, quiet law that sets you free. Call me king by what I hear,
Call me boss by what I seal. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Lantern draws a faithful ring, pride unhands its brittle sting. I don't chase a glitter throne, I prefer a truer tone. Wear your crown without
to shout. Stand up clean or walk out. Power is the breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Mercy first, then iron will. That's the craft of keeping still. Steady. Hope here, hush. One breath, speak plain, sign clean.
Moonbound, boss decree. If there's heat, I cool the sea. Smoke bears witness, inks the seal. Room remembers how to feel.
Moonbound, boss decree. Mad command, fidelity. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night. Lines run true. Tide says rest. Curtains breathe, a mad crown waits in shadows. Neon trims its fevered edge. Butcher's paws at mercy's ledge. I don't argue, don't persuade. I remove the need to raid. Rumors loosen at my name. Smoke reframes the crooked frame. No decree and no parade. Only lines that won't be swayed.
Quiet, monarchy. Wait, you sense the truest deed. Call me boss by what I hear. Call me king by what I see.
Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Paper warms beneath my palm. Thunder learns a smaller calm. Every boast becomes a bill. Silence keeps the balance still. Wear your crown without a shout. Stand up clean or walk out. Power is the breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Gold can slip, a spine can stay. Wear the hush and keep your way. Steady. Hold. Lamp low. Blinds closed. One line. Sign clean.
Quiet, monarchy. Smoke the witness, iron real. If there's heat, I cool its blade. Leave the night a kind of shade.
Quiet, monarch seal. Moonlit oath the streets can feel. If you're true, you walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night. Door sighs once, air turns clear. Rain hushes the billboard fire. Street holds breath, say late. Sailors. Neon trims its jagged laugh. Boot chills count a calmer math. I don't bargain, don't appeal. I just make the balance real. Rumors fold their paper swords. Smoke rewrites the crooked boards. No decree and no parade. Only lines that won't be swayed. Moonlit boss imperative. Quiet law definitive. Call me king by what I hear. Call me boss by what I see. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Paper warms beneath my hand. Thunder learns a breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Mercy first and iron will, that's the craft of keeping still. One breath, one line, speak plain, sign clean.
Moonlit boss imperative, room grows true, heart's corrected. If there's heat, I cool its blade, leave the night a kind of shade.
Moonlit boss imperative, not command executive. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night. Keys click once. Hey, turn clean. A silver stripe across wet stone. The city holds a breath. Say less. Neon trims its ragged grin. Boot heels learn a calmer spin. I don't argue, don't perform. I redraw the shape of storm. Rumors soften at my name. Smoke remembers how to frame. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Crown on the moonline, matted and real. Quiet weight the streets can feel. Call me boss by what I heal. Call me king by what I seal. Under moonlight, truth turns steel. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Paper warms beneath my hand. Thunder learns a smaller span. Every boast becomes a bill. Silence keeps the balance still. Wear your crown without a shout. Stand up clean or walk out. Power is the breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Mercy first, then iron will, that's the craft of keeping still. Steady, hum, whisper. Crown on the moonlight, soft command levels out the broken land. If there's heat, I cool its blade, leave the night at a crown on the moonlight. Quiet proof, measured spine. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night. Thirst and hunger. Door sighs once, air turns clear.
Moon hangs low like a silver seal. Street goes quiet for the huddleless deal. Say less, hold still. I step in slow, the chatter fades. Smoke drawn maps of old mistakes. No bright crown, no trumpet call. I correct the way to walls. Arrives in painted red, leaves engraved with a lowered head. Calming voice when noise runs thin. Calm is how the minions win. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. There's a crown at the edge of heat, the balance where the dark hearts meet. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe one sign, one seal, the last deal. Call it now for young if you need a name. One man law with a steady flame. King by hush, not sure or still. Room aligns the way I feel. Neon blushes, clocks lose track. Pride steps down and never looks back. I don't chase your thunder's wage, I outlast your brightest rage. Rumors pay the rent they owe, dust records, the hands you show. I don't push, I let truth stand. There's an iron in my hand. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. There's a hidden crown at the edge of heat, balance where the dark hearts meet. Under a moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe one sound, one seal, the last deal. Call it mafia if you need a name. One man law with a steady flame. By hush, not show or steal. Rumor lines the way I feel. Say less, breathe slow, let the red talk come and go. Paper wounds beneath my hand, eyes confess without command. If you carry storms with grace, lay them down and take your place. If you didn't count the cost, crowns fall off the heads that boast. I won't bargain, won't coerce, silence writes the final verse. Power that performs is thin, power that endures is within. Trade your fire for a vow, wear the hush and wear it now. When the heat runs out of zeal, the real reveals the truest steel. There's a crown at the edge of heat, no gold show, just the strength of what I know. Under moonlight, smoke turns real. Breathe agree, complete the mud lies still. Calm lies by how I hear, call me keen by what I see. Crown of unbreakable spine, room turns right and falls in line. Keys click once, the city kneels, door side shut, the ledger heals. Done, paid in full. Moon set low like a witness seal, street inhales for the hood last deal. Say less, say less. Across the room, the noise folds thin. Smoke draws circles, breath sinks in. No bright trumpet, no command. I reset the weight of land. Arise with borrowed red, leaves in gray with lowered head. Call me boss, so when clocks go still, calm decides the louder will. No decree and no display, only hush that has its way. I'm the hush king under moonlight, calm and real. Wear a crown you feel before you kneel. When the heat forgets what power means to feel, I close a book, this is a here last deal. Call it mafia if you need a name. One man law with a steady flame. Smoke bears written that show reveals. I lift a hand, the city heals. Chair sits straight, the pride steps back. Neon loses all its attack. I don't chase your thunder's wage, I outlast your brightest rage. Rumors pay the rent they owe, dust records, the hands you show. If you're real, then breathe and stand. Mercy's iron in my hand. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. I'm the hush king under a moonlight, calm and real. Wear a crown you feel before you kneel. When the heat forgets what power means to feel, I close the book, this is the last deal. Call it mafia if you need a name. One man law with a steady flame. Smoke bears witness, the street reveals. I lift a hand, the city heals. Say let's breathe slow, let the red talk come and go. Paper wounds my palm, eyes confess and temper calm. If I carry storms with grace, lay them down and take your place. If you didn't count the cost, crowns fall off the heads that boast. I won't boast the final words, silence writes the city here. Power that performs is thin, power that endures is within. Trade your fire for a vow, wear the hush and wear it now. Wear the green and notice it, no, only reveals the truest skill. I'm the hush king of the moonlight, calm and real. Wear a crown you feel before you kneel. When the head forgets what power means to feel, I close the book, this is a last deal. Call it mafia if you need a name. One man law with a steady flame. Smoke bears witness, truth reveals. I live to hand the city hills. Chair sits straight, the pride steps back. Neon loses all its attack. I don't chase your thunder's waves, I outlast your brightest rage. Rumors pay the rent they owe, dust records the hands you show. If you're real, then breathe and stand. Mercy's iron in my hand. Street exhales, clocks forget to speak. Say less. I walk slow, the room grows neat. Chair sits straight beneath my feet. I don't shout to prove I lead, I remove the frantic need. Neon tones to sober glass, every boast let mercy pass. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Heart, Jen's directive, calm, precise, effective under moonlight. Truth reveals, breathe once, sign once, last deal. Call me boss, by what I heal. Call me king, by what I seal. Paper warms beneath my hand. Storms remember where to land. I don't bargain for a throne, I prefer a truer tone. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out. Power is a grace you keep, not the mountain that you heap. Mercy first and iron will, that's the art of keeping still. Hold one line, lamb low, sign clean. The hush, king's directive, room grows true. Heart's corrective, if there's heat, I cool its blade. Leave the night a kind of shade. The hush, king's directive, moonlit law, protective. If you're right, you'll feel it land. If you're wrong, you'll understand. Keep, pick one, done, be well. Harbor fall, ropes asleep, lantern draws a halo. Say less. Storms arrive with painted pride. Water weighs and cools the tide. I don't conquer, I contain. Turn the riot into rain. Boots, heels find a patient beat. Rumors wither at my feet. No decree and no parade. Only lines that won't be swayed. Mafia of gentle knots. Tie the heat to cooler thoughts. Call me boss by what I heal. Call me king by what I seal. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Land and rights, a faithful ring. Pride on hands, its brittle sting. I don't push, I let it away. Moon decides a wiser way. Wear your crown without a shout. Stand up clean or walk out. Power is a breath you save, not a wave you make behave. Mercy first and iron will, that's a craft of keeping still whole. Yeah, hush, rope still, on nose, sign clean. Mafia of gentle knots. Smoke the witness, balance plus. If there's heat, I cool it right. Leave the room a kind of night. Mafia of gentle knots. Moonlit law that never rots. If you're true, you walk out light. If you're not, learn soft tonight. Lines run true. Tight says rest. Empty throne. The moon inherits the room. Say less. Crowns that glitter love a crowd. Crowns of silence never loud. I don't climb a golden stair. I lift others, meet them there. Neon softens, voices thin. Balance walks and settles in. No decree and no parade. Only lines that won't be swayed. Crownless, still the king. Hear it in the balancing. Call me boss by what I heal. Call me king by what I seal. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Every boast becomes a bill. Silence keeps the balance still. I don't beg a borrowed throne. I prefer a truer tone. Wear your crown without a shout. Stand up clean or walk out. Gold can slip, a spine can stay. Wear the hush and keep your way. Power is a grace you keep, not the mountain that you heap. No jewels, just spine. Stand true, sign clean. Crownless, still the king. Moonlit law without a ring. If there's heat, I cool his blade. Leave the room a kind of shade. Crownless, still the king. That command, steady wing. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, learn gentler night. Keys click once, it turns clear. gets to tick, the street holds breath. Say less. Heat arrives and painted red, leaves in gray with lowered head. I don't force the final word, silence writes what must be heard. Boots find a patient rhyme, smoke draws law in spareful lines. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. Last steel under the moon, soft and certain, never soon. Call me boss by what I hear, call me king by what I see. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last steel. Paper walls beneath my palms, storms remember how to calm. I don't chase a borrowed crown, I just set the volume down. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out. Power is the grace you keep, not the mountains that you heap. Mercy first, then iron will, that's the craft of keeping still. Just a vow that truly stays. Noise comes hungry, bites the air. I remove the need to dare. Neon arrows, laughter fades. Boots heels learn the slower grades. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Silver oath, no applause. Balance first, then even laws. Call me boss by what I heal, call me king by what I seal. Under moonlight, truth turns real. Breathe once, sign once, last deal. Every boast becomes a bill, silence keeps the balance still. Wear your crown without a shout, stand up clean or walk out. If there's heat, I hold it still. Set the pace, bend no will. Power is a pace refrain, mercy cool and louder pain. Gold can slip, but spine can stay. Wear the hush and keep your way. Sinks the seal, one remembers how to feel. Silver oath, no applause. Quiet rule with truer cause. If you're true, you'll walk out light. If you're not, meet gentler night. Door sighs, air turns clear. Midnight's a long road, and I still got miles to bleed. Neon rain on the sidewalk, whispers on the wire, boot prints in the puddles, cooling off the fire. Matchhead halo flickers, smoke kisses my lip. Trouble in a trench coat, iron in his grip. I carry my secret like stones in a coat. Weight of a promise that caught in my throat. Slow thunder in my chest. Boom, hope, let it roll. Dark gentleman blues stitching up my soul. If love is a crime, then baby lock the door. I'm a lone wolf praying on a gospel floor. Slide guitar crying like a siren down the block. Roads hums a prayer, second hand on the clock. Your name's a broken record, spinning in the dark. Cut me like a silhouette, knife-edge spar. I don't beg heaven, I bargain with rain. Counting each heartbeat like links on a chain. Thunder in my chest, boom, ho, let it roll. Dark gentleman blues stitching up my soul. If love is a crime, then baby lock the door. I'm a lone wolf praying on a gospel floor. Say mercy if you feel the weight. Say mercy if we're too late. Hands to the wood, ear to the rail. Storm writes the verdict in a D minor tail. Upright bass walking with 1,000-yard stare. Tremolo shadows in your perfume hair. I left my last dollar with a jukebox hymn, but the vinyl keeps crackling, you won't win. I measure the night by the scars they reveal. Gospel organ whisper, teaching still to kneel. Slow thunder in my chest, boom, oh, let it roll. Dark gentleman blues stitching up my soul. If love is a crime, then baby lock the door. I'm a lone wolf praying on a gospel floor. Street lamp confession, last drag, last plea. When the storm goes quiet, what's left of me? Slow. It was a night of eggplants, and everyone was singing, and all the buildings were swaying in time. It was a night of eggplants, and all the women were singing, and everyone was swaying in time. It was a night of eggplants, and all the buildings were singing, and all the buildings were swaying in time. Oh no, it's happening again. Eggplant night, everybody get in line. Let's have a real good time. Let's go. Eggplant night, you better get in line, get in line. Let's have a real good time. Let's go. flex, black coat, dark night. I drive my own checks, talk less, do more. Enemies turn mute, I'm the silent dawn. Stamp my name on the roof, walk slow like thunder. Eyes never slip, cold blood, warm heart. I never kneel or quit, storms on the road. I build my own lifts, I'm the silent dawn. Say it, then make it hit. Born with empty pockets, forged of steel made hard. Calloused hands, big dream, building part by part. Count every breath, time every final lock. Up before the sunrise, down after the clock. No map drawn for me, I carve my lane. Every false tuition I pay, then change. They shout for the crowd, I gather the keys. Open every gate with a midday freeze. Don't stack for a show, I stack discipline. Don't promise the world, promise I won't give in. Let a loud mouse have the mic to blow. I choose a dark room, light my logo. Hey, man, everybody get it loud. Better get it loud. Oh, slow, slow. Everybody better get it loud. Oh, slow, better get it loud. City breeze at night, gold street lights on glass. Schemes outside run big, my backbone's built to last. Dodged 1,000 traps, learned to stand straight. Scars like thin ink lines remind me not to break. I don't fight with words, I win with time. Steady like cogs that perfectly align. Money can't buy will, but will can buy land. Hands rough, eyes wet for the ones who understand. Silence is armor, discipline's a blade. If faith is the fire that melts the shade. One step, then two, no pity required. Lay the final brick, hear my heart wide. While the city sleeps, walks for the lines, no pain. When the sun comes up, my name tops the stage. I'm the silent dawn. No trumpets, no noise, just family smile. That's my crown, like my name in smoke on the midnight ledger. Cold hands, warm soul, built to handle pressure. Talk small, move big, let the numbers measure. Made man without a gang, self-made treasure. Write my name in smoke on the midnight ledger. Closed lips, open mind, sharpen like a razor. If the road turns dark, I just turn it major. I don't chase the crown, I become the glacier. I don't beg for rooms, I buy the whole way. Turn a closed door deal to a broad day. Every scar on my skin is a survey, mapping where I fell, where I learned to obey. Rules I wrote myself, signing patience. Silence in my chest, thunder in the basement. If respect's a bank, I keep compounding. Principle is trust, interest is grounded. No parade for me, no neon flare. I keep my wings tucked like a folding chair. They ask for secrets, I just point to grind. Blueprint on my pulse, hustle in the mind. Write my name in smoke on the midnight ledger. Read a article on the midnight ledger. Stayed up on the midnight treasure. Let's walk, write my name in smoke on the midnight ledger. Read a article on the midnight ledger. Stayed up on the midnight treasure. Let's walk, streetlights painting gold on a cracked windshield. I grew from a seed in a barren field. Faith in a craft, steel in a wheel. Cut the noise out clean like a dollar bill. When the clock hits out, I extend the shift. Turn pain into brick, stack gift on gift. I don't fight with fumes or rumor threads. I let progress speak while I bake the bread. Gloves of velvet, nerves of wire. Slow burn flame, never wildfire. Every no I heard kept the coal alive, till silence spelled go and the doors complied. Write my name in smoke on a midnight ledger. Wrote about it on a midnight ledger. Still about it on a midnight ledger. It's be he City yours, I'm still balancing lines. Debit my fears, credit my clients. Close out the night with a quiet grin. And there's no code, same discipline. All of it tonight, with a body, it in mind. Still a body, shine, let's speak, live life. All of it tonight, with a body, it night. Still a body, and I love. Write my name in smoke on the midnight ledger. Cold hands, warm soul, built to handle pressure. Talk small, move big, let the numbers measure. Made man without a gain, self-made treasure. Right crown sitting low, never let it slip. Moves in the dark, but the daylight's in my grip. Talk is a task, I don't pay the tip. I count what's real, discipline, faith and grit. Quiet crown sitting low, steady in a storm. Cold on the surface, inside I'm warm. If the road bends hard, I reshape the form. I don't chase thrones, I become the norm. Came up with lint in my pocket, not a dime. Turned every second to a ladder I could climb. Kept my circle tight like a barcode line. If trust is the currency, I'm never underlined. Blueprint folded in a jacket with no crest. Notes in my head, not a chain on my chest. They bark on the net, I clock in and invest. Silence on my tongue, thunder in my chest. No glass shoes, I'm a steel-toe stepper. Patience is a blade and I learned to hone better. They parade for the crowd, I audit my pace. I don't beg for the table, I redesign the place. Quiet crown sitting low, oh, low. Greater, greater, oh, low. Straight and greater, oh, low. Street light, halos on a rain-washed lane. I plant one true to watch tenfold gain. I don't wrestle rumors, I rewire the frame. Turned out in a duty, pressure into flame. Deadlines over threats, deliveries over noise. Blueprint over bluff, craftsmanship over toys. Family in the rearview, future in the dash. I bank every lesson, then convert it to cash. Silence is a language fluently paid. Respect is a contract carefully made. Losses are tuition, not a downgrade. What I owe to the past, every brick I laid. Quiet crown sitting low, low. Quiet crown sitting brighter, low. Straight and brighter, low. Close the ledger, fold the night into sun cracks concrete. I clock in anew. No medals, no speeches, just purpose and vow. Write it in the mirror, I'm wearing it now. Quiet crown. Sign my name on the night, steady hand, no shake. Black coat abyss, but my heart stays awake. Talk less, move farther, discipline my life. Silence is a crown, now wearing to the fight. Sign my name on the night, footsteps like thunder. Eyes fixed on the mark, both hands hold it under. If the world builds a wall, I'm drilling through steel. Boss of my own self, turn my words into real. Born in a narrow lane, raised by stubborn calm. Dawn on my shoulders, never folded my palm. I got the street lights, beats, hear the city breathing. Scars like pencil lines stuck to my sleeve. No fireworks need, I keep a balance sheet. Interest is the trust, principles my creed. They shout for the crowd, I tighten every screw. Frame tomorrow tight to the mainspring smooth. I don't stack for show, I stack habits clean. No promise with lips, promise with routine. Let them love the spotlight, I'll give them the stage. I flip a small switch, sign numbers to my name. Sign my name on the night. Sign my name on the night. Sign my names to my nader. Night pours deep minor rain, tapping on the glass. We're like braided wire, doesn't fray when asked. Step past every trap with clarity and grace. But when a cut is due, I'ma raise his face. Family is the base, sunrise is the end. Hard years are tuition, I pay then transcend. Set footings with patience, never borrow shine. Silence is armor, discipline a blade. Faith is the ember that warms the shade. One step, then two, at wait, not parade. Last brick drops true, hear the heartbeat play. Sign my name on the name. Sign my name on the name. Sign my name, still in murder. City falls asleep, I seal a brand new page. Sun climbs concrete, my name on the ridge. No horns, no drums, just the quiet joy of the ones I love. And that's enough, boy.
Rain, slick stone, the city kneels. Say less. Neon hums a tired prayer. Smoke rides names across the air. I don't bargain, don't explain. I remove the need for pain. Footsteps learn a calmer beat. Rumors wither at my feet. No decree and no parade. Only lines that won't be swayed. Midnight syndicate, quiet law, turning heat to what we saw. If you came with truth to show, signing breath and let it go. Midnight syndicates, silver trust, steel and spine, mercy first. Laughter drops its sharpened edge. Pride steps back, recalls its pledge. I don't chase a borrowed crown. I just set the volume down. Power isn't loud or bright, it's the angle of what's right. Oh, midnight syndicate, quiet law. Midnight syndicate, quiet law. Midnight syndicate, quiet law. Midnight syndicate, quiet law. Keys click once. Not agree. Leather chairs and careful eyes. Every boast becomes a size. I don't press, I let it wait. Truth decides a smarter way. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. Backroom crown with no applause, balanced by the older laws. If your heat can stand the cold, take your oath and keep your whole. Backroom crown, quiet art,
discipline of heart. Moon draws silver through the blinds. Smoke keeps track of crooked lines. You can whisper, you can plead. Ledger listens to the deed. Crowns that glitter love a crowd. Crowns of silence never loud.
Backroom crowd will approach.
Whoa,
Backroom crowd will approach.
whoa.
Backroom crowd.
Door side shut.
Backroom crowd.
To the door. Low flame, steady breath, keep it clean. I've seen heat that eats its own. I've seen names carved into stone. I don't rush to prove a point. I remove the broken joint. Hands unclenched, the room can heal. Weight resets to what is real. No display and no demand. Only spine and open hand. Gentle coat of fire, slow and true. Burn the line, not me or you. If you want a lasting throne, rule yourself before you own. Gentle coat of fire, soft decree. Quiet makes the city free. Neon cools its copper rage. Time restores the honest page. I don't bargain with the dead, I just make the feel fair. Power is the held-back word, louder than the ones you heard. Breathe. Gentle coat of fire, fire. Gentle coat of fire. Gentle coat of fire. Gentle coat of fire, fire. Slow and true, burn the light, not me or you. Gentle cool, anchor space, the moon says nine. 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 Papers wait, but breath is pain. Eyes confess and start again. I don't shout, I hold the frame. Let the moment sign your name. Heat arrives and painted red. Leaves engraved with lowered head. No receipt for borrowed pride. Only what you bring inside. Mooning deal, we sign in hush. Let the smoke replace the rush. If you're clean, you walk out light. If you're not, the night is tight. Mooning deal, simple real. Close the book, the pages heal. Chairs sit straight, the clocks agree. Rumors pay their overdue fee. I don't push, I let truth stand. Iron warm within my hand. When the blaze runs out of zeal, moon reveals the truer steel. Ho, ho, mooning deal. Mooning deal. Mooning deal. Seal goes down, tide runs clean. Soft as dusk, exact as stone. We don't trade in fireworks, we restore where chaos lurks. One small nod can change the air. One slow breath can make it fair. Loud men fade to muted blues. Quiet does what thunder proves. No humiliation here, only boundaries that are clear. Velvet syndicate, calm decree. Stops the harm, lets people be. If you listen, you can stay. If you don't, we close the day. Velvet syndicate, gentle mind. Bends the wrong and saves the right. Crowns that press will always crack. Crowns that bless can carry back. I don't threaten, don't coerce. I just stand to you. mafia if you must. Here it's simply spine and trust. Velvet Syndicate. Velvet Syndicate. Velvet Syndicate. Velvet Syndicate. Go slack, the fog breeze slow. You arrive with storm in tow. I reply with undertow. Heat that brag begins to sleep. Truth comes in on water deep. No grand banner, no fanfare. Only justice in the air. No decree and no parade. Only lines that won't be swayed. Harbor road, moonlit calm turns the riot into bomb. Tie your pride to something real. Loosen what you cannot heal. Harbor rule, quiet crown lifts you up by laying down. Lantern draws a fateful ring. Ghosts fall silent, eyes don't sing. I don't bother with your rage. I reset the outer edge. When the noise forgets to feel, ocean writes a cleaner deal. Breathe. Harbor rule. Velvet Syndicate. Velvet Syndicate. Velvet Syndicate. Velvet Syndicate. Lines run true. Night says rest. Lines run true. Night says rest. Lines run true. Night says rest. Hallway long, footsteps slow. We were hired by what's right, not by hunger for a fight. Every move is built to last, never hostage to the past. Doors that shook now learn to stay. Angels fall the honest way. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. Quiet commission, steady hand, balances the heavy land. Say your piece and keep it plain. Leave with honor, lose the pain. Quiet commission, measured grace, writes the truth across your face. Neon fades to sober glass. Harsh words fail to make a pass. I don't force the final word. Silence writes what should be heard. If you seek a throne to keep, rule the places people we help them stand. Quiet syndicate. Centipede. Lamp goes dark, peace remains. Empty room, a single chair. Crowns that shout are made of tin. Crowns that serve are built within. I don't climb a golden stair. I lift others, find it there. Heat falls back and buries small. Careful kindness wins it all. No parade and no demand, only work in open hand. Crown of quiet hands I wear, not to show but just repair. If you wanna rule it stays, practice mercy, count your days. Crown of quiet hands refined, built of promise kept in time.
soften into truth. Pride remembers patient youth. I don't bargain with your fear. I invite you to stand near. Power is the breath you save, not the wave you make behave. Whole in the tent. Door clicks once, hearts align. Streetlight turns to silver thread. Where the two roads cross at night, we exchange the wrong for right. Not with threats or shouted vows, just with truth the moon allows. Heat the swagger takes a knee, smoke becomes a map to see. No decree and no parade, only lines that won't be swayed. Silver interchange, moonlit law, trade your roar for something raw. If you want a path that heals, pay in honesty, not deals. Silver interchange, clean slate, leave the noise, recalibrate. Clock stop pushing, hands agree. Time permits integrity. I don't rush, I set the pace. Room remembers how to face. If your crown is built on fear, you will lose it standing here. Choose. Cross or clear. Cross, silver and changer. Cross or clear. Crossroads clear. Night moves on. Cold glow calm. The city listens. We arrive without a horn. We restore what rage had torn. Every oath we ask is small. Keep your word, that's nearly all. He pretend to rule the room. We reminded how to bloom. No confession, no appeal, only what your bones call real. Low ember cartel, self-command turns the fire to steady beat. If you're brave enough to stay, set your anger down today. Low ember cartel refined, strongest steel is patient mind. Neon cools and faces lift, mercy makes the hardest shift. I don't need a louder throne, I prefer a truer tone. Call it my view if you must, ours is simply spine and trust. And low end judgment. Dawn says thanks, we disappear.
This is not your average blues. Slow thunder on black water, footsteps in the rain, and the city holds its breath. Muddy roads in my blood, neon stains on my sleeve, steel sky over alleys where the broken still believe. I walk without an echo, counting secrets in the dark. Fingers on the fretboard like a match
fall. I don't beg the night for mercy, I just bargain with the storm. Move in silence, let the low notes speak. Haunting guitars pull the truth from the deep. If the heart must break, let it break with grace. Slow thunder rolling through a stone cold place. Gravel in the meter, smoke curls around the beat. Road glows like an ember where the lost and hungry meet. I ain't chasing an inner halo, just a road that doesn't lie. A chorus made of shadows and a promise not to die. If pain is currency, I paid in full tonight. Now watch me spin the darkness, trading sorrow into light. Move in silence, let the low notes speak. Haunting guitars pull the truth from the deep. If the heart must break, let it break with grace. Slow thunder rolling through a stone cold place. White lines stitch the dark like thread through a wound. Radio low confession in a half-lit room. Nowhere on the dashboard, mapped in my breath. Every mile a bargain I keep making with death. I learn from quiet what sermons never told, how to carry thunder like a ring of gold. And I drive to nowhere, still I know the route. Smoke in my lungs and the doubt bleeding out. If mercy has a motel, leave the neon on. I'll check in at the border between midnight and dawn. Rear view full of echo, windshield full of rain. I trade a broken rhythm for a cleaner refrain. I'm not asking for absolution, only a sign, a chord that turns the corner from wrong into fine. Keep the drums in the pocket, let the tremolo confess. Let the organ breathe a prayer through my ribs and my flesh. Not drive to nowhere, still I know the route. Smoke in my lungs and the doubt bleeding out. Leave the neon burning till the shadows are gone. I'll meet you at the rumor between midnight and dawn. Reach drums in the pocket, let the tremolo confess. Let the organ breathe a prayer through my ribs and my flesh. I'm not asking for absolution, only a sign, a chord that turns the corner from wrong into fine. Keep the drums in the pocket, let the tremolo confess. Let the organ breathe a prayer through my ribs and my flesh. Night drive to nowhere, still I know the route. Smoke in my lungs and the doubt bleeding out. Leave the neon burning till the shadows are gone. I'll meet you at the rumor between midnight and dawn. It's now